This video is only for education purpose. Myself Dr. A. Jagdale, Head Department of Chemistry, and today I am going to talk on coordination chemistry topic, ligands, their classification, their binding sites, then structures of ligands, how their symbols are given to these ligands, and nomenclature for the various types of coordination compounds. Our first point is classification of ligands and their binding sites. You know that ligands are classified mainly into two types. One is known as monodentate ligand, it is also called as unidentate ligand, and second is known as multidentate or polydentate ligands. You know, mono means there is formation of only one coordinate bond, and poly means when two or more than two coordinate bonds are formed, these ligands are known as polydentate ligands. They are also called as chelate compound when there is a formation of ring structure or heterocyclic ring is formed there. On that basis, suppose if you consider the monodentate ligands, there are number of monodentate ligands, and they donate only one lone pair of electrons and single coordinate bond is formed. Example is, here is NH3 molecule. You know that in NH3 ligand, nitrogen is at the center position, here hydrogen, one lone pair of electron is present on nitrogen, and from this there is a donation of lone pair of electron to the metal, means binding site for NH3 ligand is nitrogen, because on nitrogen there is a lone pair of electron. And what is meant by ligand? Ligand is a Lewis base that donate lone pair of electron. Ligand is Lewis base that donate lone pair of electron. Then second is, suppose water molecule H2O. You know that it is English V shape. Then here hydrogen on oxygen, here two lone pair of electron, and binding site is from the oxygen and it forms only one coordinate bond. Therefore, it is known as monodentate ligand. Therefore, this ligand is known as monodentate ligand. There are number of monodentate ligands. There are number of, here chloride minus, bromide minus, iodide minus, OH minus, pyridine. These are the examples of monodentate ligand and they have various size. Suppose if you consider the pyridine, here pyridine molecule is represented and on nitrogen there is a lone pair of electron. That lone pair of electron is donated to the metal or metal ion and there is a formation of coordinate bond, and these are some examples of monodentate ligand. Here NH3 is monodentate ligand, H2O is monodentate ligand, here pyridine is monodentate ligand, and these ligands donate lone pair of electron. In ammonia on nitrogen there is a lone pair of electron. In water molecule on oxygen there are two lone pair of electron and binding site is from oxygen. In pyridine, here binding site is from the nitrogen and lone pair of electron is donated, and these are the what? Donating sites for the various ligands. Then second type, here suppose if you consider the bidentate ligand, bi means two. They forms two coordinate bonds, and they once forms two coordinate bonds, then they are also called as polydentate or multidentate ligand. Example is ethylene diamine. Short form is EM. You know that in ethylene diamine, here CH2, here is NH2 and here is NH2. On nitrogen, two lone pair of electrons are there, and from these two nitrogen there is a donation of electron pair and coordinate bonds are formed. Two coordinate bonds are formed, therefore it is known as bidentate ligand. It is also called as polydentate ligand. Next example is, suppose there is a formation of oxalate ion C2O4 double minus. It is again bidentate ligand. C2O4 double minus is bidentate ligand. In it, here carbon carbon, here double bond O, here oxygen. Here oxygen, on this oxygen there is a negative charge, and from that oxygen there is a donation of electron. It is a bidentate ligand. That ligand is bidentate, means it forms two coordinate bonds. And these are two examples for the bidentate ligand. One more example is, suppose there is a DMG. It is called as a dimethyl glycogen. It is called as dimethyl. Two oxygen groups are there, and it is represented as CH3, C, here double bond N, then C, here CH3, double bond N, here is oxygen, and here is oxygen. One OH group is there, and donation of electron take place from two nitrogen or nitrogen in DMG, dimethyl glycogen. Lone pair of electron is there, and that lone pair of electrons are donated to the metal, and here there is a formation of two coordinate bonds, and all these are the examples of the bidentate ligand. Like that, when any ligand donate three lone pair of electrons and there is a formation of three coordinate bond, it is called as a tridentate. Then next, tetradentate, pentadentate, hexadentate. Hexa means 6. You know that ethylene diamine, EDTA, is a hexadentate ligand. EDTA is hexadentate ligand. In EDTA, 2 nitrogen and 4 oxalate ion, carbonate ion, here ethylene diamine, acetate ions, they donate electrons, and there is a formation of 6 coordinate bonds, and therefore this ligand is known as hexadentate ligand. EDTA is known as hexadentate ligand. Like that, in polydentate ligands, bidentate, tridentate, tetradentate, pentadentate, hexadentate, these are subclasses or subtypes of the ligands, and they forms respective coordinate bonds. Then next point is, what are the symbols of that ligands when they are represented in coordination compound? Suppose if you take the first example is ammonia NH3. This is the structure of ammonia and this is the binding site, and it is represented as amine. Name is amine because it is a neutral ligand, and just their name is represented. Suppose second ligand is water molecule, and in water molecule oxygen has a binding site, and it is represented as a symbol here AQO, AQUO. It is represented as AQO, AQU. Then suppose if you consider the bidentate ligand ethylene diamine, here CH2, CH2, NH2, NH2, here 2 lone pair of electrons are there. It is a bidentate ligand, and short form of this ligand is EN. Short form is EN. Then pyridine ligand, here short form is represented as a PY. Pyridine is represented as a PY. Then dimethyl glycogen, here short form is DMG. Dimethyl glycogen, short form is DMG. This is oxalate C2O4 double minus. This is named as oxalate. Here ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, EDTA, short form is EDTA. Short form is EDTA. Like that, their symbols and their names are given in the representation of coordination compounds. And there are various types of ligands on the basis of donation of electron and formation of coordinate bonds. First type is monodentate, second is bidentate, then tridentate, then tetradentate, then pentadentate, hexadentate, etc. are the types of the ligands, and they donate corresponding lone pair of electrons and forms coordinate bonds. Next one, then how coordinate compounds are formed and their names are given means next point is IUPAC nomenclature for coordination compounds. Next point is IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compounds. You know the long form of IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, has systematically nomenclated the coordination compounds, and there are some rules for the nomenclature of coordination compounds. First rule is for the nomenclature of coordination compound, when complex is in anionic form and cations are present, then first cation is named and then complex ion is nomenclated. Example is, suppose there is a formation of here K4 FeCN6. In this complex compound, potassium ions are present and this form FeCN6 4 minus anion means negative ion. This forms 4 of K plus and FeCN6 4 minus means anionic complex is formed. When anionic complex is formed, name is first cation and then anionic complex, and name of this complex is potassium hexacyano, hexa means 6. Then ferrate, here charge on iron is represented in the square bracket means name is potassium hexacyano ferrate, and charge on iron is second, ferrate second. Listen again. First rule is when anionic complex is formed and it contains cation, then cation is named first and then anionic complex is nomenclated. Here example is K4 FeCN6. Here potassium cation first, then 6 cyanide ions named as hexacyano, iron ferrate 80 is represented when negative is formed, and inside the square bracket there is the Roman numeral, the charge on the iron, here charge on iron is +2, therefore that Roman numeral second is used, and name of this complex compound is potassium hexacyanoferrate second. Name is potassium hexacyanoferrate second. Second rule is when there is a formation of cation complex. When there is formation of cation complex. When cation complex are formed, then ligands are nomenclated in first pair, then charge on the metal ion or neutral metal ion, then the Roman numeral means charge, and whatever is outside the square bracket. Suppose there is a formation of here Cu, then NH3 2 plus. This is cationic complex and this is complex ion. According to the IUPAC rule, this complex ion is nomenclated first upon by ligand. You know that NH3, that is amine. Then how many NH3 ligands are there? 4. Therefore, this is tetra. Then amine, 4 amine. Then copper, and charge on copper is second, copper second, and it is in ionic form, therefore name is tetraamine copper second ion. Tetraamine copper second ion, that is second rule. Then the third rule is when there is a formation of neutral compound, then one word name is given to the coordination compound. Example is, suppose there is a formation of Ni here CO4 complex compound. This is a complex compound, and when neutral compound is formed, because charge on this complex is equal to 0. When charge is 0, then one word name is given to that complex compound, and again here name is tetra. Then 4 carbonyl groups are there, here carbonyl, then nickel, and charge on nickel is 0. Even though when charge is 0, that charge is represented on that metal ion, and here name of this complex compound is tetracarbonyl. Tetra means 4. Here CO is neutral ligand, their ligand name is given, that is tetracarbonyl. Here nickel is at the center position nickel, and charge on nickel is equal to 0, therefore that charge is represented as 0. Then fourth rule for the nomenclature of a coordination compound is that when various coordination compounds are formed and their ligands are either neutral, positive or negative, then their names are represented according to their charges. And for negative ligand, at the end here oxalato O is represented. Then for suppose a neutral one, then for neutral ligand their name is given. Example is water is named as aqua, ammonia is named as amine, carbonyl is neutral ligand, it is known as carbonyl. And when there is a positive ligand, then in positive ligand their representative names are given. Suppose there is N2H5 plus, then NO plus, NO2 plus, then nitrosyl, nitronium, etc. names are given. And according to that names, here negative ligand, suppose Cl minus is there, then it is represented as chloro. Then suppose there is OH minus, it is represented as hydroxide. When suppose there is a negative ligand as Br minus, bromo. Suppose there is negative ligand as C2O4 double minus, oxalato. At the end O is there. When neutral, same name is water, ammonia, carbonyl, pyridine. All these are the examples of neutral ligand. And positive ligands are named according to their charges, and they are named as, suppose N2H5 plus, then NO2 plus, NO plus, H plus, it is a proton, and their names are given. Example is, suppose there is a formation of here Cr, then NS34, then Cl2 and SO4. Suppose there is only one chlorine. By using all that rules, rule number 1, 2, 3 and 4, the name of this complex is monochloro or chloro. This is named as chloro. Then 4 amines means NS3 ligands are there. Chloro tetraamine. Chloro tetraamine. Then inside the square bracket there is chromium. Here plus, that is chromium. charge on chromium is equal to third, chromium third, and outside the square bracket there is a sulfate, and this is the name for that coordination compound. Listen again. According to the IUPAC, the ligands present in square bracket are named first. Then for negative ligand at the end there is O. For neutral ligand their names are given. And again for positive ligand corresponding names are given. Then the name of this CrNH3,4Cl SO4 is chloro or monochloro single chloride ligand is directly attached. 4-amine means NH3, tetraamine. Then chromium metal ion is present and charge on chromium is equal to 3 means Roman third, and outside the square bracket then sulfate is there and name is monochloro tetraamine chromium third sulfate. Then next rule for the nomenclature of coordination compound is when these compounds are represented, in these compounds the order of naming ligand is first negative ligand, then neutral ligand, then if positive ligand is present in square bracket means first pair, that ligand is nomenclature, then name of the central metal ion, then numerical charge in Roman numeral, and finally outside the square bracket whatever ligand is present that nomenclature is given. Here example, in this case negative ligand is chloride, therefore name is chloro, at the end there is O. Then next series is what? Neutral ligand is NH3, therefore tetraamine. Then metal ion chromium. Then charge on metal ion is third, here -1, -2, here +3, therefore Roman numeral is equal to 3, and it is represented into the bracket. The charge on metal ion is represented into the bracket as Roman numeral, and at the end there is a ligand that is outside the square bracket. Here therefore name is sulfate, means name of this complex compound is monochloro tetraamine chromium third sulfate. Then when next rule for the nomenclature of coordination compound is once compound is formed and either it is 2, 3, 4 etc., then bis, tris etc. words are used. Example is, suppose there is a formation of here Cr, then En thrice and Cl3. This is coordination compound. Here ethylene diamine is bidentate ligand. 3 ligands are directly attached to the chromium. Then outside the square bracket 3 chloride ligands are in the second pair and they are named lastly. Then name of this coordination compound is given. Here 3 ethylene diamine means tris, into the bracket ethylene diamine, bracket complete. Then chromium, charge on chromium metal ion is third, chromium third, and outside the square bracket chlorides ligands are there, here chlorides, and this is the name for Cr En thrice Cl3. It is known as what? Tris, into the bracket ethylene diamine chromium third chloride. Next rule is when there is a formation of bridge bonding of ligands in between two metal or metal ions, at that time here mu word is used. Example is, suppose there is a formation of here Fe, then H2O 4 times, here is OH, here is OH, here is Fe, then H2O 4 times, and outside the square bracket here SO4 twice, outside the square bracket SO4 times. When there is a nomenclature of such type of ligand, here two hydroxyl groups forms a bridge bond in between two iron metal ions. Then there are 4 water molecules, and here 4 water molecules means total 8 water molecules are there. After that, outside the square bracket, here 2 SO4 2 minus ions means ligands are there, and this is nomenclated as octa aquo. Octa means 8, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Then mu, here is dihydroxo, that is 2 hydroxyl groups forms the bridge bonds. Then iron means Fe, and it is represented as di-iron. Charge on iron is 3rd. Reason is that here 2 OH minus ions, here OH minus ions. On OH minus ion 1 negative charge is there. On SO4 double minus, here 2 SO4 means here 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, and there are 2 iron metal ions, and these metal ions, that means di-iron 3rd. On every iron, charge on iron is equal to 3, and outside the square bracket there are sulfate ligand and name as sulfate. And this is the IUPAC nomenclature for this bridge bonding ligands. Here's H2O4 Fe OH OH, Fe H2O4 times SO4, and when bridge bonding is used there, then there is a use of mu word, and for octa aquo here mu is used. That is IUPAC nomenclature for coordination compound. Next rule for the IUPAC as a coordination compound is, when there is a formation of coordination compound and it gives cis and trans. You know that cis means same group to the same side, and trans means same group to the opposite side. Example is, suppose there is a formation of this platinum complex PT NH3 twice Cl2. It gives two structure. It is square planar, and in square planar at the center position there is a platinum metal ion, then two NH3 ligands are to the same side, and two chloride ligands are again to the same side, and this is called as cis form. This is called as cis form. In trans form, here PT and same groups are to the opposite sides. Here two chlorides are to the opposite side, and this is known as a transform. This form is known as transform. Means according to their arrangement of ligands, there is a nomenclature of coordination compound when same groups are to the same side. Example, PTNH3 twice Cl2. Here two chlorides are the same side and two NH3 groups are same side. It is known as cis isomer or cis form. When same groups are to the opposite side, NH3 opposite, chloride opposite, it is known as a transform, and that forms and their isomers are also represented. Then next rule for the coordination compound, when ligands binds to the central metal atom with different atom, example is, suppose there is a formation of NO2 and ONO. There is a formation of NO2. Here NO2 and ONO, here the chemical formulas of these are same, but their arrangement with central metal atom, here binding site is from the nitrogen and here binding site is from the oxygen. When such type of arrangements are there, here with metal N is represented and here metal O is represented. Same thing is happen with SCN minus and NCS minus. In first compound, here bonding with sulfur is occur and here bonding with metal with nitrogen is occur. Therefore, here sulfur bonding is represented as S and nitrogen bonding is represented as N. Then next rule for the coordination compound nomenclature is, when there is a formation of optically active compound, these optically active compound shows that either clockwise or anti-clockwise rotations. When there is a clockwise rotation, it is known as dextrorotatory, and when rotation is anti-clockwise, it is called as lever rotation. Here clockwise rotation is called as a positive rotation and represented as a small d. And when rotation is anti-clockwise, then it is called as a negative rotation and that is represented as a small l, lever rotation. And in coordination compound, that rotations are also mentioned, and these are some rules for the nomenclature of coordination compound, and that rules are known as IUPAC nomenclature, that is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry for the coordination compounds, and that is the end of IUPAC nomenclature and their compounds. Okay.